Although Season 5 of Star Trek, Strange New Worlds may mark the show's conclusion, the showrunners are eager to see the USS Enterprise's ongoing adventures. Although the third season of Star Trek, Strange New Worlds is now available for streaming on Paramount+, it is already known that the fifth installment will mark the end of the series. Years before the events of Star Trek, the original series, the show centers on Captain Christopher Pike, Anson Mount, and the Enterprise's crew. James T. Kirk, Paul Wesley, will ultimately receive the commission because Pike's fate is already known. Slowly making their way to the legacy show, the TOS crew is being introduced one segment at a time. In an interview, showrunners Akiva Goldsman and Henry Alonso Myers were questioned about if some TOS storylines would be recreated with the new cast and what would happen to the Enterprise's crew once Strange New Worlds concludes. Myers was evasive, offering no confirmation. According to Goldsman, their interest lies in telling stories of Kirk's Enterprise that we might not yet know about. Lieutenant Spock Ethan Peck, Cadet Uhura Celia Rose Gooding, Nurse Chapel Jess Bush, and Dr. Mbenga Babs Al-Yasamikan, whose character appeared in 2 TOS episodes, were among the TOS characters already aboard the Enterprise when Strange New Worlds began. Since then, Lieutenant Junior Grade Scott Martin Quinn and Lieutenant Kirk have been added. Some TOS characters, such as Pavel Chekhov, Hikaru Sulu, and Dr. McCoy, still require introduction. In Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, Chekhov alludes to being present at events from Season 1 despite though he wasn't presented until Season 2. The Enterprise was on a 5-year mission when TOS started in 1966. Season 1 Episode 1 of the show puts viewers right in the thick of things in The Man Trap. If the new cast were to continue into a new series, they would have time to do so prior to the events of the first episode of TOS, as this is obviously not the first mission under Captain Kirk. Star Trek, The Next Generation and TOS serve as the primary sources of inspiration for Strange New Worlds. The idea of carrying on the plot with the new actors is intriguing because it adheres to a well-known structure. The audience can become used to the new cast as they are gradually exposed to them, even though the legacy characters are still adored. Next year in 2026, Star Trek will celebrate its 60th anniversary. This would be the ideal moment to reveal that following Star Trek, Strange New Worlds, the franchise is returning to its origins and narrating stories with one of the most recognizable television casts ever assembled.